y'all? It's your girl BinkiBianca back with some more blog talk. And today we're going to be talking about Iman Shumpert and Teyana Taylor. So recently, Iman appeared on a podcast episode of Tap In with TT Torrez. So you should definitely check that out. I saw a clip of the episode, circulating on social media. I saw it on the Shade Room. And there was a clip of Iman talking about his divorce and how he felt about certain aspects of it, making it onto social media and just in general. So take a listen.
Finally, not something negative. Like, we had great years, you know what I'm saying? Like, great years together. So it's like, I can't let this now cause it to be like, now I'm throwing just negative stuff in my mind. It's like, no, something happened. They discussing it, but that happened a year ago. If y'all still discussing it, discuss it, but you know what I mean?
I think the reason why people are so invested in your relationship or your past relationship is because like it was so public and it was very beautiful, and we got to see it with the reality show and the different things that you guys put out there. So it's like people have become so invested in the aftermath of like who's, what's, wins, and whys. And does that ever like trigger you? And
not really. I mean, some of the filings after, like, it's hurtful to see because it's just like, like, but other than that, it's like people discussing it. It's like people was discussing the good stuff all the time.
Yeah.
But that's kind of what we put it out there. So it's like they got to discuss the good stuff, so I can't really tell them, don't discuss the bad. Like, I gotta let it go. You know what I mean? Like, I gotta let that rock. But it don't really alter my day or nothing. I don't think I got mad not once until somebody from Chicago did it. Like, I think that's where I'm biased. Like, Chicago ain't allowed to do that. Like, y'all just be cool. Like, shut y'all ass up.
Because that's your hometown, right?
Yeah, we don't do that. Like, I wasn't raised like that. I don't know, none of y'all was raised like that. Like, we not doing that. But everybody else, like, they media outlets and everything, like, this is their livelihood. They post about what's going on in the world. They was posting us when it was good. Now they posting this, whatever. Some stuff is just whatever information, but it's like, I can't go out here and explain it to everybody. You know what I'm saying? I can go out here on this media run. If people ask and touch on it, cool, but
that must be exhausting for you, right? Like,
no, it's not.
It's not? Oh.
Look, this is the thing, right? We talking, right? This the phone. Like, I gotta go on here, open it, go to the app, find something. Like, I have to do that in order to feel it.
Yeah.
I be doing stuff. Like, I'm talking to you.
Yeah.
So it'd be like, I don't feel it like people feel it. And it could be from basketball, because it's like, we'll have a game and Stephen A. Smith could have said something. They talking about it all day. But it's like, bro, I still gotta eat. I gotta film. I gotta take a nap. I gotta go to the training room. I gotta do a lot of stuff. It's not that hard to take my phone, put it up for 2-3 hours.
And just detach yourself from it.
Yeah, but I mean, after a while, you're not even detaching yourself. You just don't do it.
Yeah.
Like, you don't be controlled by that. Like, I get on, I post my stuff, I get off. People like it, cool. If they don't like it, cool. It's a billboard.
Yeah.
You driving past my billboard right quick. You liked it? Oh.
Would you want to get married again?
That one's tough. I don't know about that. Right now, I'm just, you feel me? Like, I think
Would you want to fall in love again?
I think I didn't realize how young I fell in love. And now I need to just, like, I need to chill with me for a little bit. Like, I need to get me right. I got 2 kids now. Like, you know what I'm saying? I just need to, let me do some push-ups, some sit-ups.
Get back in the gym.
Let me get back in the gym again, you know what I mean? Fix my jumper, you know what I'm saying? Make sure I could dunk still. Like, but I seriously think it's just not something that I'm, like, searching for anymore. I think a part of me wanted to be my dad. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it made everything, the marriage stuff made sense because I felt equal to my dad. Like, okay, we're equal now.
And your dad was your role model?
Always gonna be my role model.
Okay, and there you have it. you can watch the rest of that interview on Tap In with TT Torrez. It actually was an interesting interview, and I actually watched the whole thing. Most of the interview was about basketball, believe it or not. Like, most of it was about basketball, what he thinks about what's going on with the NBA, what he thinks about what's going on with college basketball. And he even like slightly touched on, you know, the Cayenne Anthony, you know, controversy with the McDonald's All-American, you know, not making that game or whatever. So he touched on all that stuff, and it was an interesting interview. Like, I haven't been into basketball in years like that, but I was interested in hearing his perspective when it came to talking about college players and how, you know, the money, even though, you know, a lot of people lobbied for that, for those players, right? Because they were making the schools a lot of money. They deserve that. But the money is changing the game at the college level, and that's maybe not such a good thing. Then he also talked about like the portals and everything, and how players like are messing up whole basketball teams. Like, I believe he mentioned Indiana is losing their whole basketball team because they all like went to the portals and all this stuff. So it was an interesting interview. I say all that to say, besides the Teyana stuff, so definitely go check that out. TT did a great job with that interview. But also, going on to the Teyana stuff though, why I watched the interview in the first place. You know, he said they had some great years together as well. And he knows that they were written about when it was good, and he knew that they would be written about when it was bad. So he's not surprised that people are writing about them, but he just feels he doesn't owe anybody any explanation. Like, he's not going to hop on and explain anything to us that we see as the public and try to straighten anything out. He's just not going to do that. TT did say to him, like, you know, maybe people are so invested in your relationship because you guys had such a public relationship, and people feel drawn to you guys and they feel close to your situation because they've been watching. It was a beautiful, you know, family that you guys had, and you seem very happy. And I have to agree with her there, because if you decide to, you know, trot your relationship out in front of everybody as goals, even if you don't say what relationship goals, when you're posting each other, you know, all the time and posting these lengthy captions about how unique and special your love and your family is, you are essentially trying to be relationship goals for people without saying the words. And people will begin to idolize your situation, but people also begin to be curious about your situation, and they'll also, you know, put 20 on 10 when it comes to it, and they don't really know what's going on. So when things fall apart, those same people that you know, that were rooting for you and interested, they're now sad for you. Now they're not believing in love, some of them, and then some of them are happy because people are miserable and misery loves company, you know. So you have a mix, but you definitely, that interest doesn't die because the relationship did not work. If anything, it probably intensifies at that point. But he's right, he doesn't owe anybody anything. Just don't be surprised that people are interested. Now, he made a comment about the fact that, like, you know what it takes for me to interact with social media? And he's like, I will have to like take my phone out. I got to do all this stuff. And I honestly connected with that so much, because I had a situation where I used to be in this Facebook group years and years ago. And it was a group that started to talk about basically football. Okay, it was like these guys, a guys group talking about football. Then girls started joining it, and then this guy that I was dating pulled me into it. So we all just like used to be in there, just kicking it all the time. But there was this one dude that used to get under my skin so bad in this Facebook group, and I just couldn't stand him. And like, I had an epiphany, and this is like 10 years ago, okay? But I just remember, one day I was like, why do I let him get me so angry? And I think I even wrote this in the group, like, you're not even in my life for real. You're not even real. Like, if I don't even come to the Facebook app, you do not exist in my life. Like, I don't see you walking around. You don't have my number. You're not calling me. You're not texting me. I'm literally opening this phone and choosing to irritate myself. This is my fault that I'm feeling like this. You know what I'm saying? Like, I literally said that in the group one day because I was so angry with him. And so when Iman made that statement, I'm like, yes, I totally relate to that. And he was saying he really uses social media like a billboard. And that's how everybody should just use it. Like, you engage with it a little bit, post what you got to post and go. And I get that, you know, like I engage with social media a lot more now than I used to. But I definitely used to be a post and go. Here, hey, here's a proof of life. Here's a picture. Here's a video. Or here's something I saw that I thought was funny, y'all. You know what I'm saying? I want to share with you because I thought it was funny. You know, maybe you will think it's funny too. But then I'm off, you know? Like, I don't even know what's going on. I scrolled 2 times and then I got off the app. Like, I used to be like that. So I can understand him being like that. But on the other hand, I don't know if he's like that because he wants peace, or is he like that because he can't deal with the backlash that's going on around his name. Because when he and Teyana were getting divorced, their divorce was under initials. So it was basically anonymous. We did not know they were going through a divorce. Through his lawyer, he petitioned to have their full names released and put on the paperwork. So clearly he wanted us to know he was getting divorced. He made us curious about that. So that's why I'm like, I don't know if he's being genuine about this whole, like, you know, I post and go, and, you know, is it because he really just has a life outside of the internet, which we all should? Or is it because he just don't want to deal with the backlash because he was doing some weird stuff? You know, and even like when people were like, oh my God, you know, they're getting divorced, and would talk, oh, I bet he cheated on her, and I heard that he was jealous of her, and I heard this and that. Teyana Taylor hopped online and, you know, posted defending him and saying, like, y'all will not talk about my best friend. He is still my best friend. I don't care what we going through. It's none of y'all business. Like, she was on that, you know, defend him stuff that a lot of us be on, right? Like, when you love somebody, you know, it's us, never them. That's how that goes. You know what I'm saying? When you love somebody, it's us, never them. I don't care if, you know, I just got done cussing you out or whatever it is, but they not gonna cuss you out, you know? And so it was kind of sad to see some of their details start coming out, and it seemed like they were being nasty with each other, and it seemed like they were being petty with each other. Well, I don't even want to say with each other, because I didn't really see a lot of petty stuff from her, I'll be honest, being released. Now, is that her controlling the press? I don't know, but I'm just saying a lot of the petty stuff I was seeing was coming from him, like not wanting to pay certain bills even though the kids were there or whatever at the house. Now, is that true or not? I don't know. It's just what was reported and what was in the court paperwork. So, you know, I think we all should have a life. I'm not saying that he's wrong for saying that. Now, she did ask him if he would get married again. And he said, he laughed, and he just was like, you know, he wants time to get himself together, essentially. And he's, you know, got 2 kids that he's got to worry about raising and stuff like that. So he's not really focused on that. He said it was hard for him to say, but that he was really young when they got married. And he thinks that a lot of it was him wanting to be his dad. And so I don't know if that means like his dad is married, like his parents are still married, or his dad is remarried or whatever, and he's holding it down, and he's always been a responsible man, and he's doing his thing, and being married was like his step into manhood and to start his own family. Is that what he meant? I'm not really sure. Now, y'all tell me what you think. Do you think Iman shouldn't say anything about this relationship, even if he's asked, or is it his right to talk about the relationship if he's asked? Do you think that the divorce settlement that was allegedly released, or that was released, the alleged divorce settlement, do you think it was a fair settlement for him and for her? Or do you think that that's not even the true settlement that happened, and, you know, we need to just mind our business? I want to hear also from the guys, what does it mean when a man is saying he wants to be his dad and he felt getting married was getting him basically closer to that. Like, I need a man to explain that to me. Also, of course, I want to hear from my ladies too, but I want to hear it from the guy's perspective. Let me know what you think. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.